Hello, hello. Here is Lena again with business and marketing tips. And today's topic is your ideal target audience or your ideal target market. The thing is that I face with and I meet a lot of entrepreneurs who are eager to do marketing, sell their stuff, their products or services, but the problem is that they haven't really defined their ideal target market or audience. And this is why they don't actually get a good results in marketing. The thing is that if you're not very clear, like 100% clear, who is your ideal target audience, then you don't know what's going on in the head of the people you are targeting to, and you don't know the exact messages to get their attention and so on. So the very problem starts from there. You need to get very clear who are the people you are selling to or doing or marketing to. And usually what entrepreneurs do is that they think about their product and think who could get use from it or who could solve their problems with your product or service and so on. And they think about overall target audience. There are pretty often when I meet new client of mine or potential client, they if I ask who is your client, then they say, well, everyone can use my product, right? So yes, it can be true, but you have to narrow it down. You have to go into the niche. Why? Especially if you are talking about international business you have worldwide, and or if you're doing everything in English. In my language, if I talk about Estonia, then it's simple in Estonia because our nation is very small. We only have 1.3 million people living in Estonia, and if you sell something, you don't have to be that narrow with your niche and everything, because the market is not that big. But if you conquer internationally, worldwide, or in English-speaking language in market, then you have to narrow your target audience down, and you have to be very clear who are the people, who do you want to help them. So and this is a big issue, and that's why, and that's the catchy part where entrepreneurs and marketers get confused, because they think everyone could use their product or service, right? So in this case, if you have such product, then you make the personas of your ideal target audience groups, let's say, from your overall target market. The thing is, the difference between overall and ideal target market is that, let's say, my marketing services, everyone could use them, right? I can provide marketing for every entrepreneur, business owner, every business, for marketers, for entrepreneurs, and the market can be very big. But the thing is that business owners or entrepreneurs who are in the beginning, they start with their business and so on, they think differently than the business owners who have, let's say, built their business into a certain level. Let's say their income is 300,000 per year, or million per year, or half billion. All those entrepreneurs, and if they have marketing managers in their business, they think differently. They have different problems in their business. They have things with teams, and if they don't have teams, then they think how to manage the time, doing everything, and so on. So if everyone could use my marketing services or business coaching, it doesn't matter, then I have to narrow the target audience down, because I know how to get their attention with which messages in marketing should I come up with to get my ideal target audience attention. So let's say I work with beginner business owner who are just in the beginning. So their issue is how to manage their time to get done with everything, because they're basically alone in their business. Maybe they have assistant or bookkeeper or somebody who's helping them to do the operational stuff in their business, or the documentary stuff and everything like this. So, but then I could go there, well, you need to manage your time well, and it is very good to optimize and automate your processes in business for you to get done with everything and maybe acquire more potential customers in your business and get more clients to build up the business, for hiring people and so on, so you can grow on. So that could be a message I will send to the beginners. And then I have this team or this business who has, there is a business owner. He or she is still active in this business, and he or she doesn't really have a marketing person in their business. So how do I turn to them? How they can put their business up and running to maybe hire a marketing person in their business to get there into another level. And then I have this business who have marketing managers, specialists, or whoever is responsible for marketing. And then I turn to marketing person, but I also have to consider who is the decision maker. The decision maker always is business owner, if he manages the money, right? Or financial officer. So if you are clear on your target audience, you also have to think who are the decision maker, who are the ones that who maybe can change your ideal target audience's mind, or you know what I mean, that they can shake them ideas, or if you're the person you're selling to is eager to buy it. But if the business owner, for example, let's say HR specialist, they are eager to buy your product or service, but if the business owners or CEO says that nope, that's not needed, then you're doomed. So you have to always consider who are the real decision-making people in this business, or concerning your potential customers. So if you're selling to men, who are really the decision makers in the family usually, and it can vary, it can be different as well. The idea is that people in different situation, in different age and so on, they think differently, they have different problems in their life and so on. And if you don't know who you're talking to, then you probably can't come up with the messages that grab their attention. So this is why it is crucial to know who is your ideal target audience. So think about it. And the best way to think about it is that who do you want to work with? If I have customers who are we get the idea who could be those personas, for example, or who could be the perfect customer for this company. Then there is a next thing that gets them confused is that, from which should I choose, right? Because I always suggest that you should work with one target, the one persona from your ideal target audience, and get this one work and then go to the next one. But usually the question is, well, who should I start with? And that's where your personal needs as an entrepreneur, or personal dreams or whatever come in, is that you need to work with those people who do you want to work with, or who do you want to help the most. So for me, for example, or I had this customer that was selling a product for women, right? So we narrowed it down, who would be the ideal customer and so on. So she got 3 different groups of women who value different things. They can be similar, but the first priority is different for these women. And she asked me, well, with whom should I start with? Then I said, with whom would you like to start with? Which one feels better? If you need to choose one, then ask yourself, which one for you personally as an entrepreneur or marketer, with which group of women you want to work, really, you personally want to work with. And it also comes from from your experience, from your strengths, from your own, not professional life, but your individual life or personal life. So who do you want to work with? And in my case, for example, I have always dreamed to be surrounded with those people. Who do I really want to work with? So think about it. Who could be your ideal customer or your ideal target audience to who you want to target the messages, the marketing messages to? And who are the people you really want to work with? Who are the people you really want to help? And then you come up with the great ideas. And then you can come up with a great marketing strategy that really gets their attention and make them to be your customers. So work on your ideal target audience, and we'll see you next Monday in English. Bye, take care.